Hi fellow mortals and welcome to a new video. So today I'm giving you a tour through my bedroom. Now I've already done this before like 1.5 years ago and you guys really enjoyed that video. Now my room has changed a lot since then. I have a lot of new things to show you and I also made my room look a little less messy. So I really wanted to give you like an updated room tour because the old one is just not really that relevant anymore. And for the people who already watched my previous room tour, a lot did actually change and I will also be highlighting a few different things than in my previous room tour, so it's not like you're watching the same video all over again. It will be very different from the one that I've already uploaded. So before I start showing you my room, I want to ask you to please take a look at my Instagram. I post a lot of goth content on there, so if you're interested in seeing more, definitely check out my Instagram page. I would love it if you join my Discord server and I hope to see you there. And lastly, also do not forget to check out the memberships on my channel if you want to. So welcome to my room. So you might recognize this place from my videos. This is where I usually sit when I record, on this little chair. Over here you can see my vinyl record. So I have Bauhaus, Decor, and this one is one of my favorites because it has Robert's face on it and it looks very funny when you play it because Robert will like spin around. So above that we have some decorations. Most of this is usually behind me when I'm filming videos. So over here we have some of my taxidermy. So we have like a little bat, and over here we have a spider, which is like almost as big as my hand, as you can see. This is the kind of spider it is, if you want to know that. So I got this one for my birthday from my boyfriend, and this one I bought at a marketplace in Paris. So usually during my videos I take that away from my background because I know that some people are really scared of seeing spiders, so I usually like put something else in that place when I'm recording videos. Over here we just have some decorations, and here's some action figures from two of my favorite movies, from Scream and from The Crow. I know it's kind of wonky, but I really do love it. Also, there's no one in there, in case you're wondering, it's just empty. Over here we have like, what do you call it, like a floor. So over here you can see like a coffin shaped rug. It's also pretty nice when I get out of bed because my floor is usually very cold, so I can step out of bed without having my feet hit the cold floor first, you know. So if we turn around, this is where my makeup table is. So this is where I do my makeup for videos and just for my everyday life. We also have my ring light. This is the one that I usually used for like filming, but I just bought a new one, like an actual standing one, as you can see. So that should be a lot better because I always kind of have like that double chin angle in my videos, so I finally bought one that can actually stand a bit higher and a bit more stable. So I'll give you a really quick tour of my makeup table. We have my hair dye over here. I'm dyeing it this color soon. This is my makeup. In case you're wondering what makeup I use, most of it is from this brand called Essence because it's the very cheapest brand that you can get your makeup from here, which costs like €2, so that is pretty much nothing. So, and over here we have some of my earrings. I have a lot more. Over here there's also some earrings. These are my favorites. You probably see me wear these in a lot of videos because they're like really big and really shiny. Really love these. I have a lot more jewelry in my other closet. I will do a jewelry tour soon if you guys want to see that. Over here we have like my closet with my clothes. Not very interesting. I'm not going to show you inside because it's like a total mess. Here we have my door with like a Halloween poster on it. And over here we have like my everything closet. Like this is where I just put everything that I have. Over here's my calendar. I like to like cross off the days because it feels like my weeks go faster when I do that. And here we have one of my favorite skeletons of my entire room because I just love that he's in kind of like this cage thing. So inside of my closet we just have a lot of stuff, especially mostly earrings and necklaces and that sort of stuff, and also a lot of chokers. So that's kind of what I keep in here. Moving on from that, we have the most interesting part of my room. I will turn on my PC in a moment so you can see how it looks when everything is on, all the lights and stuff. So over here you can see like the insides of my PC. I built this one myself. These are like some decorations that I have. I know it's not Christmas anymore, but I just really love this one with his Santa hat. So under my desk there's this place where I can put all my stuff. So we have like some bags and shoes, my laptop, some stuff. So over here we have my gaming chair. I know a lot of people in my last room tour said that they really like this one, but I think it's only available to buy in my country, so that is pretty sad. But yeah, I'm really happy with this one. It's very comfortable and it looks pretty cool, don't you think? So this is what it looks like with all the lights on my setup. You can see my PC over here. I put the theme on red because it matches my background. I'm so obsessed with this picture. I think it's so cool. I also have like lights under my PC and like under my desk and on my keyboard and my mouse. And there's also lights on my microphone, but I cannot change the color of them. So they're always like changing colors, which I don't like because it doesn't really match my setup like this. But I bought this microphone for pretty cheap, so I guess it's fine. But yeah, this is the part of my room that I'm the most proud of. Like, I'm so happy with this setup, and I spent most of my time over here. This is where I do my homework, I play my games, I edit my videos. This is just kind of where I do everything. So yeah, I really hope you like it too. So moving on, we have another window, which is supposed to be like kind of coffin themed. So we have like a couple of coffins and gravestone things here. So this coffin is filled with like dried roses that I got from my boyfriend, which I wanted to keep. So I dried them up and put them in there. And here we also have some other coffins. This was the packaging for chocolate. And this is actually a jewelry box, which I think is so pretty, but I don't really use it as a jewelry box. I just have it for decoration too. So over here we have like an explosion of skulls and things. So I'll show you everything. On the top we have, you know, some glass things. So on the top we have some glass domes with decorations in it. Again, these are roses that I dried, but I think it looks pretty cool like this. Here we have a skeleton that is actually supposed to be for anatomy. I got this one from my parents when I got accepted into medical school, so I really love that one. Some more skulls, some more. This is like a little bag that I really love. Over here we just have some random books from school and Monster High dolls, which at some point I was really obsessed with Monster High, so I got these dolls. I got this one for really cheap on like a marketplace. And this one I got in London in like a toy store. Here's some more stuff for school, like my stethoscope and stuff are in there. And another bag. This is the box that the action figure from The Crow was in, but I really like the box, so I just put it in there. And these are a couple of items that I got from Witch Caskets, which is like a subscription box where you can get witchy stuff, because I'm pretty into like witchcraft and like witchy items. So most of this is from there. So yeah, I really recommend them if you're into witchcraft stuff, especially if you're like new to doing witchcraft. So next to that we have my bookcase, which is completely filled with books, but I won't show you inside because again, it's a mess, and also you will judge me for my book choices. But on the top we have some of my favorite books. Of course, Edgar Allan Poe and Lovecraft. I mean, what did you expect from my room? Of course, there's Edgar Allan Poe in it. Yeah, I think these look so cool. They even have like golden pages. I don't know if you can see that. And here we just have another skeleton thing. So behind that we have a couple of my shoes. I did do like a shoe tour before, so if you want to see all of the shoes that I have more than this. You can watch that video. Over here we have my drum set. It's electrical. It doesn't really work well, so you might be able to see some dust on it. That's because I do not really use it anymore. Do not really have a lot of time for it. And this thing just works terribly. I do not recommend getting this one, I'm sorry, but it's just not really good, to me at least. Here we have a mirror where I can check out my outfit. Behind the mirror there's like all my belts and some bags. So over here we have another window. Whoa, there's a lot of sun. And one of my posters, I guess, from Bauhaus. This came with my vinyl record, so I really loved the look of this, so I thought I'd put it like in my window. And this sofa like below my window is usually filled with clothes, but I cleaned my room before filming this video, so there's only just a beach hat and two of my bags that I use the most, especially this one. I use this a lot and it also just looks really cool, I think. So over here is like my little corner of vinyl records. This used to be a really messy place. Like in my old video, this looked very terrible, this place, but I cleaned it up and made it look a little bit better. So again, we have The Cure, Korn, and again The Cure. And over here we have my record player. It's really simple, it's not the best. It's like one of those, like, you know, cases with a record player in it. I want to get a better one, but it's quite expensive, so this one is fine for now. And I also have like a matching mug with it because like the colors are the same, you know. But yeah, I really love sitting here and just playing some of my vinyls. I know it's kind of like old, I guess, but I really love it. So over here we just have my nightstand with a lamp, which I sort of DIY'd, like I put this together. It kind of matches my big lamp from my room. Look, this is the lamp that I have in my room, which I think looks so pretty. And then finally, here's my bed, which I didn't show in my last video, but like, who cares? This is my bed. It's black. That's it. So and now we're back at the place where I record everything. So that was pretty much my entire room. I really hope you enjoyed this room tour and little peek into my personal life. I think these kind of videos are so fun to make, but do let me know what you thought about my room and let me know what your room looks like. If you want to share pictures with me, you can DM me on Instagram, and you can also join my Discord server and send a picture of your room there. Also, don't forget to check out my Instagram and the memberships on my channel. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, leave a like and a comment under the video, and I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye!